Good evening, KVP families. It's Principal Walker here, just checking in to give some important updates on day 2 of our school year. We've had an amazing 2 days with our kindergarten scholars here at KVP, and we look forward to our last day with our kindergarten only scholars in our building, which will be tomorrow on Wednesday. On Thursday, we are all literally biting our fingernails with excitement, waiting for our first, second, third, and fourth grade scholars to join us. Our time for all scholars this week is from 7:15, doors open at 7:15, and we dismiss every day this week at 12:40. So even on Thursday, when our first, second, third, and fourth grade scholars come back, we will dismiss at 12:40. So please just keep that in mind. And thank you so much to Kinder Families for getting here on time the last 2 days and working with us with dismissal. Just a note about dismissal. Our first priority during dismissal at Kit Vision Primary School and all Kit Metro Atlanta schools is scholar safety. As we are getting to know new families, new scholars, it is our first priority to ensure that scholars are making it home safely to you. I've shared with you all before how grateful I am that you trust your scholars with us here at KVP, and we don't take that lightly. So with that, I do ask for your flexibility. I ask for a bit more time in the carpool lines, just so that we are making sure we are getting your scholars back to you safely. Carpool will take a little bit longer the first couple weeks of school as we work out kinks. As you also know, we're a shared campus, and so our middle school and our primary school here at KVP, we dismiss at the same time. And we have more than 800 scholars to get home to families safely. So thank you so much to everyone that has just been gracious and understand that it takes a little bit of time to check ID and make sure we're being safe with our scholars. And we are working really hard to reduce the amount of time it takes for scholars to be dismissed to you at the end of the day. So a couple things that you can do to help with dismissal. You should have, if you came to meet your teacher night or maybe in the carpool line, you got a tag that looks something like this, and they're different colors. So depending on your scholar's grade level, it's going to be a different color. This is your carpool tag, and we will look for this when you pull in to pick up your scholar. So if you haven't yet, please put this in the window of your car and keep it there. Always have it in your window when you are pulling up to the school, and someone can quickly check the number and we can call for your scholar. If, along with this, don't forget that we have Pick My Kid, which is the new app that we're using where you can announce yourself to pick up your scholars. Thank you to everyone that has downloaded that. We found it to be a very efficient system. But as with anything, we're working out kinks, and we want to make sure, again, we're maintaining scholar safety while we're using that new tool to make sure we get everyone out of the building in an efficient way. So if you haven't yet, please send your tag, put your tag in your window, and if you need another one, just contact the front office and we'll send it home on tomorrow. And then one last thing about dismissal. Thank you again so much for our kinder families that are showing up on time and ready to receive at the end of the day. I would urge you, especially in this really warm weather, please stay in your vehicle unless you are actually walking to the school to pick up your scholar. The line gets long outside waiting, it gets hot, and our walker area is truly for families that are walking to our campus to pick up. So if you're not doing that, I just think you'll feel much better, you'll be much cooler. Stay in your vehicle. We're going to work through the kinks and any delayed time it's taken to get your scholars to you with our carpool tags, and we'll bring your scholar to your door and send you on your way. So just helpful hint, if I were you, I'd stay in the car. But we're working on it, and we thank you for your patience. The last thing, or one of the last things I'll share, thank you so much to every family that has put the scholar label on. We're working really hard to learn the names of our new scholars. So for kindergarten, please continue to put the label that you received. You got a stack of labels like this. Just peel one off every day. We're gonna do that all this week. Put it on your baby's left shoulder, and then also take one off and put it on their backpack just in case they get separated from their backpack. We can quickly get it back to them. For our first, second, third, and fourth grade scholars, please also put your labels We know our scholars, but we have new team members in our building that want to learn them and build relationships with them quickly also. So just for this Thursday and Friday, all of our returning scholars have 4 labels, 2 for Thursday and 2 for Friday. So I ask that you put those on them as well. And then the last update I have is just to continue to ask for payment of our scholar fee. So every year we ask for families just to help us make our school and the experiences for our scholars truly magical and one that they won't forget. That $75 scholar fee really dictates how much we're able to do with your scholars here. We have a limited budget, and so much of our budget, the vast majority of our budget, is spent on teacher salary and team members, making sure our buildings and classrooms are set, but things outside of that we do need support with. At least 4 field lessons are planned for each scholar. Typically there's 5 and sometimes 6 field lessons, as well as transportation that's included in that fee. You also will receive a polo, and you also have received your summer school shirt. And those things do total well over $75 over the course of a year. And what I haven't included is just also special events. So we do things throughout the year like book character day and PJs and pajamas. We have special things around Thanksgiving time. We really are very intentional about how we are just creating joy for you and for your scholars. And we really honestly just need the $75 fee. If you need to make payment arrangements, that is more than fine. You can reach out to Ms. Otter in the front office or anyone in the front office. If you have more than one scholar, feel free to reach out to the front office as well, and we can work with you. But if we can get all families to pay that $75 fee, we can definitely ensure just a memorable and amazing school year for you and your scholar. So thank you for that. And lastly, if you haven't sent in your school supplies, Kinder, please go ahead and send those in. That list was also in your packet at Meet Your Teacher Night. And then 1st through 4th grade, feel free to send your supplies on Thursday or Friday. Whew, that was a lot. But we've had so much fun. We've learned so much the last few days from being here with kindergarten, and we want to start our year with all scholars in our building as strong as possible. So, of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly, reach out to your scholars teacher or an assistant principal, or really just anyone. We are here to support, love, and help you as your scholar climbs this journey to and through college. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening.